So here I want to talk about the importance of freezing, and we may take a look at this Elise and some of the jungle tricks she does in the jungle, because she did do a really nice job at doing early game pressure. I'm Shen into Nasus. Most of the time Nasus is going to try to freeze around his turret, but I make a few things that happen, and I get to freeze him out. So I'm leashing for Elise. That's pretty. So I didn't realize she started Gromp, but I tank with my Q. She tanks with her. Well, she should be tanking with her minions. Let's just look at her for a little bit. Oh, notice that her minions were tanking for her. She could have cycled through and got more minions. So this isn't the super most effective clear. Okay, now she's gonna go human. She has cocoon already. Oh no, she doesn't. Okay. Yep, minion tanking. She's tanking the big one. Oh, but now she's okay. So she's trying to weave through the spiderlings. Notice that she didn't waste that auto on the almost dead wolf. So she clears all of top side, relatively healthy. Here, Nasus and I are kind of duking it out. I missed my thing here. Here, we missed the stun. If we landed that stun, he would have died there. But you'll see that it's okay. Let's go ahead and check out Elise, and I will show you when I do some impressive stuff. So Elise does a deep gank. Okay, and you burn a flash, so that's really nice. For your cocoon, pretty much. You burn a flash for that cocoon. I'm trying to push that turret, the wave in, because oh wow, I missed that, because I need it to reset. I did that because I thought he was going to try to walk up and Q. So nice skill shot landing, nice. I was roaming down, and now I'm saying, well, I saw Evelyn with her red, so let's take this. You notice I just kind of wait for Elise to come up here. Okay, now this is where Nasus screws up. Look at all those caster minions he has. So we're about even, but notice how many more caster minions he has. So now we're gonna kill him. We should be able to kill him here. I think we do. Yep. And now I can do something with that. So he's back in base, and notice I don't go automatically to hit them. I'll hit this one, but I'm going to let them slow push to me, because this will initiate the freeze for him. So right now he's only 3 CS behind. And we try to wait. I missed that one. No, I missed this one. I might miss. Nope. Nice. Notice I'm going to be tanking. I'm going to walk up, drop aggro. I have Door and a shield, so it's a little easier for me, but here, look at how many more minions he has than me. So notice he's not even coming back to lane, really. So there, and it's all about knowing how many minions you can handle. I missed that one. That was, I think, a misclick. And it's about you kill a minion about the time they kill a minion. But you still maintain a large. Wow, I misclicked there. But I didn't really get punished for that. Now this guy is forced to take Evelyn's jungle or like sit over here. This is a huge thing in top lane and even bot lane. So here, because Shen's a decent last hitter under tower, I don't miss too much. But notice I take it, I keep it outside of turret range. This guy's like trying to roam now. Nasus is so low. He has 45 stacks. He's not going to do anything. This prevents him from ever really getting back into the game. I might have missed that. Yeah, that was because they're there. So you notice I don't want to tank too many creeps, but I'm trying to just keep it there. I thought I was, because the next minion wave is going to collide soon. So all these caster minions, but notice I'm almost double his CS now. And that I have a two level lead on him. Now I go back, this is still a nice position. I save Vayne from almost dying. I believe I just teleport back. No, I recall then teleport back, I think. Typically you want Sunfire, but I didn't want Sunfire this game because of how well this was freezing towards me. Nasus comes back. So notice I kind of get a weird, I kind of get a weird build, but notice now he can't even CS that. I missed one. I should be able to hit that. And now I still have the option to freeze it. So I tank it up. I get this especially if I'm going to try to freeze, because it's armor and health regen, which is exactly what you need to tank minions. And now he's at 25. I'm a little bit more than half than he is. So we wait. And so all I'm doing is being a meat shield for my minions. I walk up to this, I walk down to this, I go back and forth to try to make sure they don't hit anything. Yep. Okay, they do collide with the turret. It's not the end of the world, it just kind of screws up your freeze. So now he's still having to take Evelyn's jungle, which takes away power from their jungler. So essentially, like, you make them beat up their own jungler. Notice their minions have a bit of an advantage, more minions. So now they lost the cannon, and we still slow push. We're still kind of over here. This is huge, especially with Evelyn, where I don't even have to think about her because she's not going to go gank me at this point in the game. So this is what we really care about in top and bot lane, is a freeze. There I missed a minion. I shouldn't have actually hit it. But now I am almost triple his CS. And I am 3 levels ahead of him. Nasus is trying to do something. He's like walking around, being a second jungler. So I have a huge CS. This is where I'm slow, kind of fast. Technically it's called a slow push because you're trying to get your wave to build up. That's what happens after a freeze. And that Nasus isn't here, he's going to have to respond. He farmed a little bit. Here, I know I can fight him here. So here, this denies him some CS as well. I'm going to go take the pink, and we're going to camp. Elise and I are going to camp him some more. Elise goes through the lane gank. Lane ganks are really good because no one really expects them. Because here I'm just kind of dicking around. I'm pulling kind of aggro here. Here this lane's going to push back into me, especially when he goes back to last hit. So here I'm trying to not push the lane. I'm just trying to get some gold. I am trying to get Elise in a spot where she can gank. He didn't really know what was happening at that point. This is a weird turret dive that we're doing, but I say, well, Elise, I'm gonna tank for you, and then we both exit. And I kill one minion. Notice I killed a melee minion because I want those casters. Elise, I wanted to freeze it again, but Elise kind of threw some stuff at it. Here, this is a really good job at keeping that guy safe. So I hit her, and then I flash killer, and I could probably kill him, but I didn't want to risk it here because of that big minion wave. So we say back off, and notice the minion wave's going to push again. This is huge. This guy is 50 CS behind me. That's about 4 or 5 kills, and I have kill potential on him because I've been able to kill him before. Here, I buy something a little awkward, which you would think ZZ Portal, wow, when you're trying to freeze, that's a little weird. It's because of Shen's global pressure. I want to be able to drop ZZ Portal and push this out and then me being on the other side of the map. Or essentially having me to CS up top lane and team fighting bot lane or something like that. And it's okay because I'm ahead. Usually we get ZZ Portal when we're ahead. Now this is silly. Like Nasus is like, hey man, I really want to get some CS. So still, I got that 50 CS lead on him. And it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. I spent about 10-15 minutes keeping him frozen here, which is just huge. Notice he's at not even 100 stacks. He's not going to be able to get like that 300 stack at 20 minutes or whatever, even though he plays a lot of Nasus. So now that it's pushing towards me, I believe I say fuck it and ZZ Portal soon. But I am looking at my ultimate time. When I cannel, I want to have that ZZ Portal down. So I say, well, I can get this wave for pretty much free. Now I'm like, what, 67 CS ahead of him? Huge, huge, huge. CS wins you games. Okay. And now that I have my ult up, I have this down. Here I'm just making sure it's going to go to lane. If I was better, I would have queued and then done it there. I was a little late to... Let me see if I could have saved her. I didn't actually see that Vayne and stuff were going in because I was too focused on that, but let's see if I could have saved her. Ooh, so he gets... probably not, actually. Because it's not even the level 2 shield. Okay. Elise is coming up. Here... we have Yasuo around. I think Sona dies off of this. I missed my taunt because of Yasuo's kind of hard to get a taunt on. They wasted their ultimate on me. And then I can just kind of stay here. Notice that I'm not really in any problem. I'm not in any issue here because I have ZZ Portal and a jungler covering my lane. But typically if their top laner goes away, like on a different part of the map, typically you see them push the lane and then deny the CS from their top laner. So I'm just trying to clean up here. I'm gonna go in for a taunt. She does a nice job at preventing my taunt. Here I say, well, since I should, I'll just CS. Here Nasus is still 70 CS behind me. So this is huge. This is huge, huge, huge. Now I say, well, after 70 CS, and that I have pressure down bot, I'm gonna just take the Sunfire, kind of have the kill potential. But this is all because I decided to freeze. I got like 4 or 5 waves frozen from him. And he did a good job at getting the minions, but it really hurts Nasus especially because he's looking to stack. Notice he only has 132 stacks at 15 minutes. That's really bad. I missed the cannon. I missed some of that. The cinders also kind of makes it awkward because of the damage, the AoE damage kind of just makes it awkward. Here I'm saying, well, I can just kind of dirty farm you. Because this tells me that I knew he was out of mana. Or low on mana, so the wave's gonna collide soon, and then we can just take that objective. Elisa's tanking Pink Ward. Alright, now we take it. I'm still a little bit more than half, or sorry, double his CS. Notice I swapped to the minion right before the turret died because I wanted that last shot to go up through. And there I denied him that whole wave of XP. He really likes these pink wards. Like it's good, but holy. I save Sona. But we clean up. I kind of just was around here. Here I drop a CZ portal, and they know it. But this way we can get the lane pushing to us. Because this ZZ portals help take the turret, as well as just the next wave will get, these minions won't take it. Because for some reason the ZZ portal minions like walk through, they walk faster than normal minions or something. And that they'll still take like a shot right here. Well, they might not actually, but the empowered ones I think might be able to take a shot. Here I say, well, here they're going in a little too far. This Nasus has nothing. This Nasus has nothing. So we can just pick him off. We can pick him up. I don't have taunt. Now I have taunt, and I oh, I didn't flash taunt. Okay. But this is huge now because I'm still double Nasus CS, and we get pressure on the map, and I have a nice wave pushing into me. Because notice I still could like freeze it. It wouldn't make sense to freeze at this point because we have to kind of use the lead we took there. Here, I think we kill Evelyn and get Dragon. And notice the waves just keeps on getting bigger, so I just can keep getting more and more CS over Nasus. I say whatever. I've TP, so when this collides soon, which it is, okay. Here if I really wanted to, instead of taking Dragon, I could have ate up all the CS, but at this point in the game, it's a little bit easier to just kind of pressure the map. Here we say peace out. Here I miss probably what, 6 minions, but notice that these guys are still. Oh, I missed that. I get that. So this was pretty much a game won just by CSing. I put my ZZ portal because I have my ult, and now I'm saying, well, now I'm gonna go tier 2 or group up with my ult with my group. I think. Oh yeah, here I recall, and while I'm recalling, they pick a fight, which was really odd. And I think we lose Sona. Yeah, if I wasn't recalling, if I just decided to push, I would have, because I was typing to my team and saying. So there I could have played a little better. But notice just the CS discrepancy from top lane. It's really these little advantages, or the not so little advantages in some cases. So now we can take mid and top. The ZZ portal top, even though I recalled, got the lane pushing in my favor, or in their favor, so that we can set up and rotate around. I think we just force this though. Sivir kind of wants to go eat that because she's so gold starved. Though she is CSing well. She's not by any means not doing bad. But this is the problem. You decided CS versus having an inhib taken. If Sivir was there, we might have thought twice about it. Here we're recalling because we wanted this, or we're walking up because we want this. They still haven't hit really anything. They might take these turrets, and we have to just wait for our super minions. Here they wanted a Baron, and I was like, maybe, but Vayne and I can definitely just go beat up Sivir. They get 2 turrets. Yes, that's good for them. Still doesn't close that gold lead, which they're really looking to do. Here we're doing some swanky stuff. But now we can just keep going. We can just keep going. I think I decide to just pressure the lane because I don't want to get risk. So these Barons, when you're ahead, you want to have something pressured. You want to have some pressure somewhere. So here I put the ZZ portal, and I say, well, I can help you guys, but instead I'm gonna eat this wave. Because then they really don't expect it, especially with having no tank there. Let's jump back. So let's see. So Lise is tanking, but that AoE killed her spiders. It's a little... okay. Alright. And then they get Baron, and notice if once we got Baron, I was in the phase of pushing already. So that is super dangerous for them. They don't have any time to push out lanes if there's a split push kind of happening here. Because I know with very good, like, with a lot of confidence is that I can 1v1 this Nasus still. Even though I don't have anything, I was going Thornmail next. This guy tries to flash over. I say, well, I'm tanking this, but I'm going to be okay. He's out of mana because he opted in to take the red buff. And I think we just kind of win. Here, Karmas kind of takes the kill, which is nice. The really, really nice play. And notice that with Baron, we just had this set up already. All they had to do was walk over to me. I don't know what Sauna was doing. That was really weird, but that is the big thing with kind of a split push and a freeze. There is I fail flash taunt there, and that's game. But this, I really wanted to make this video because it showed a really well executed freeze into someone who typically wants to freeze onto you. Nasus. Nasus typically wants to be under turret, just last hitting with his Q. If he has to overextend this far and just to Q, typically they're not going to. Him and Evelyn could have pushed me a little bit and hit that turret, but this was a really, really safe spot for me because I knew the only damage I was really going to take was minion damage, and with ZZ Portal, or parts of the ZZ Portal, I had enough armor and health regen to really know that I wasn't like insta die or anything like that. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to work on the jungle video next.